हेलो गाइस, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विश यू ऑल अ वेरी हैप्पी नेशनल प्रेस डे। जैसे कि आज वो नेशनल प्रेस डे है, तो हम लोग मास कम्युनिकेशन डिपार्टमेंट से है, तो हम लोग का डिपार्टमेंट से प्रेस डे मनाया जा रहा है। सो आई विल ट्राई टू शो यू कैसे मनाते हैं हम लोग डिपार्टमेंट, क्या क्या प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं। बहुत कुछ होने वाले हैं, देखते रहिए आप लोग। The theme of the first World magazine, Harassment Against Media. The second one, Media Stands Up Against Harassment. So here comes the two photo galleries, photos clicked by our friends. Our fellow friends having snacks.
You should be encouraged. The next time you should build like this. Second one, alright, wow.
Which is so diverse, and practically every issue becomes a flashpoint. As you youngsters, who are
As we celebrate National Press Day today, this day in 1966, the Press Council of India was formed. Today, we complete 55 years. And 55 years is a long time. The Press Council of India has worked as a moral watchdog of the journalists, that the journalist or the media is not intimidated by outside forces. And outside forces not only means political pressure, but also any kind of third-party intervention that may hamper the functioning of the press. In a country where media is considered to be the fourth pillar of democracy, do we question, are the first, second or third pillars working in tandem that it should have been working? The legislature, the judiciary and the executive. In a country where politics has dominated the functioning of the country to such an extent that these people, the journalists who are working as practicing journalists, they are under pressure. We directly question the fourth pillar, but do not do so when it comes for the first, second, or third. When the Press Council of India was formed on November 16, 1966, they had a motive. Today, it is alleged, it is reported that the Press Council of India has grown weaker with time. The PCI chairman, Justice Chandramouli Kumar Prasad, is indeed one of a very strong voice that the country has. Coming to my topic, when I am asked to speak on a press scenario on Assam and Northeast, first we need to understand press, second Assam or Northeast, the geographical significance, and then we need to understand the press freedom in Assam and Northeast.
They do that story again. So they got an assignment from the desk. So when I checked that photograph and it came to me when I learned about it, so I realized that it was a fake photograph. As in the EVM which was shown, it was the second generation EVM, while during the 2009, which was used in the 2016 assembly elections. In 2019, the third generation EVM was being used. And incidentally, the news which was carried, it was that no matter how, even if you press, give your vote for the Congress, the vote goes to BJP. So they were trying to kind of sabotage the electoral process. So that falls under me. So that incident when it came, many media, electronic media houses, they ran the news also. So the entire CEO office was in frenzy. They also had to give a clarification, like a press meet later in the later half, during the later part of the day, saying that there was no malfunction. So what happened was that it was what stood out in that photo was that the first photo being the symbol of the BJP, that is the lotus, the next was the hand, and the third photo was that of an elephant, which is, we know, the symbol of AGP. And during that election, in 2019 election, there was no AGP candidate. There was no AGP candidate in it was a parliamentary election, right? So we were selecting, voting for the member of parliament. So there was no AGP candidate during that election. So many news channels had run it, and then I had to give out a clarification from my end also, to all the local media persons, and many of them they ran they stopped the story altogether, and other people, they ran a clarification that it was not the case. And later on, CEO sir had to give a press meet also, like to let the people know that there was no EVM malfunction. So had the person who had just got the first photograph, if he had clarified, just gone through it properly, or he had done that fact checking bit, then this whole thing would not have happened. So it set off an entire chain of reactions, involving the highest office in the electoral machinery, like the CEO office. CEO himself had to give that, press meet. So this is just one incident which I'm narrating just for the knowledge of all. So,
Nirvignam kurume deva, Sarvakaryastu sarvada.
Hey, but my dhamor dara, ami aji suhito. Hey.
এইখিনিতে আমাৰ মাজত আহি পৰিছে এক ব্ৰেকিং নিউজ হয় অসমৰ এজন গণ্যমান্য ৰাজনীতিবিদৰ পুত্ৰই অসমৰ এখন বিখ্যাত বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ত নাম ভৰ্তি কৰিছে তেওঁ কোনো সাধাৰণ ছাত্ৰ নহয় তেওঁ হৈছে অসমৰ এজন আমোলা মন্ত্ৰীৰ পুত্ৰ সেই সন্দৰ্ভত সবিশেষ জানিবলৈ আমাৰ সৈতে ভৰ্তি থাকক
ঐ তহঁতে বাতৰিটো গম পাইছনে নাই আমাৰ যে সাৰৰ পুতেকে যে ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিত এডমিশ্যন ল'লে হয় নেকি কোনখন ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি
A very good morning to everyone. On this very occasion of National Press Day, we collaborate to discuss on the topic Indian press never succumbs to any harassment or threats, and this panel is going to speak for and against the motion. However, I, Parthana Fukan, will be speaking in favor of the topic, and my point will shed light.
Were blank. So what happened to the voice then? So it's not always about how the press reacts to a certain situation, but it's also about the fear instilled within the minds of the press. And it is not always that the press is instilling fear. Also,
Stopping us from doing something that we are not supposed to do as a human being also. But is it justifying still that we need to be scared, we need to have fear instilled in us as a journalist and a people also? Like, as a journalist, I would say that it is more, it is more advisable to have a very open audience so that they don't have this sense of fear. And nobody should be scared of anybody, I would say. Nobody should be scared of anybody. So who is afraid of media? I don't know where we have come to that discussion at this point, but let's open this session for discussion among the audiences.
Up and everyone stopped talking about the whole thing, the whole narrative. No one even knows where the farmers are right now. So yeah, obviously the people do play a role, but then it's not the people who are keeping the checks on the government. The media is responsible for keeping a check on the government.
So, in what Sifar just said, media is keeping the check, but who makes up the media? It's people like us. When we complain against, it's a very moral side that I'm taking. But when we complain against the politicians and what they are doing, we need to remember that we have voted them to power. When we are talking about the media, we need to understand that we, the students of mass comm, will probably be a part of the media tomorrow. So at a very individual level, I think if we are conscious about what we are doing, we are sticking to our ethics and the moral side, then, in a larger picture that will show eventually. And that's what I feel. So
I would like to discuss a little bit about my country and the press situation. So Guyana is known as the land of many waters and for its hospitality. My country boasts a diverse population of 6 ethnic groups.
Even though the first printing press in India was set up in the 16th century, publication of a newspaper was delayed by more than 2 centuries. The absence of newspaper must have created a vacuum in the communication process back then. However, to overcome this, James Augustus Hickey, who may rightly be called the father of Indian journalism, published, printed and edited the first newspaper of India in Calcutta in 1780, titled the Bengal Gazette.
Now, why the traditional media has to become more cautious about what they publish? entire media landscape has changed. As Professor Das was referring to the subscription of the Assam Tribune, and they said that just to keep the legacy of subscribing a newspaper, he has continued to subscribe the daily, but then he gets news from primarily from the online platform. So that media landscape has changed. That newspaper, we are not reading it just as newspaper. We are reading it in a conversion form. No same newspaper, we are also watching videos on a newspaper website or portal. The television, we are also watching it live on the television set, and also by visiting their website, and just by downloading the app on our phone. And then apart from that, we have the problem has already been explained by Madam, that now everyone has become a news creator. And I have a smartphone with me. I can write, publish immediately. I can take a picture and publish immediately. And I can take a video, publish immediately. I have no problem with anyone. I wish that every single individual on the earth become a journalist. I have no problem with that. I rather welcome it. But problem is that when you become a journalist, then you must be true to the facts.